So, part 2. Here I am, profoundly unhappy, sitting on my patio, looking out over the pool, asking why. Because here I am, profoundly miserable. I'm fat. I asked for a divorce because, as a footnote, found out that my ex-husband was cheating on me 7 years earlier. And asked him at the time when I found out, because he lied until he couldn't lie anymore, and put the evidence in front of him so that he couldn't deny it. Said, I want a divorce, and I let him talk me out of it. And the thing that I told him at the time was, one thing, I know me. It's easier for me to walk away than it is to stay in this and try and fix it and look up 7 years later and wish I would have divorced. And that's exactly what happened. This is where I was sitting at that on my patio, contemplating this. Why didn't I do this? I would have been on the other side of it. You dumb ass. So I'm asking God why. Because here I am, I'd asked for the divorce. My children weren't talking to me. They were angry because he was spinning a narrative that was not true, that I was the cheater. And I wasn't about to put them in the middle of grown folks' nonsense and offer a different narrative. I would come to think differently over time. But he had withdrawn all financial support, and I had a big nut to cover and didn't give me any warning. I was trying to develop my school at the time, my hypnotherapy school. I had a private practice to run, and everything, all aspects of life were turned upside down. And I'm thinking, I'm a good person. I lead with good intention. Why the fuck is all this happening? Why am all of a sudden I'm the devil incarnate? I'm the only one that's doing everything I can and putting everybody ahead of me. And I can't stand on my head long enough to make everybody happy. And the moment that I choose me to add myself into that equation, I'm the devil incarnate. I was done. I was completely at a loss. I was forlorn. I was in despair and asking why? And I went into meditation and I heard a little voice and said, okay, we're going to tell you why. And we're going to help you to transform your life. And it's going to come through the form of a book. We want to channel through you 7 universal truths, and you will learn them. You will come to embody them, and then in turn teach them, and this will transform your life. You will become the living, breathing testimonial for how this works. Trust us. The universe was throwing me a bone, and I sat there and I said, okay, I will be the instrument. Now, they also told me that they promised me that I would not have 1 moment's worth of writer's block either if I cleared space for it. And that was true. All these years later, never. When I sit down, I can easily write 12 pages. Now, I agreed. I made the agreement on that patio that day. And I started from that moment on a journey, a spiritual journey, that today I can honestly say I have transformed through these teachings, that they are tried and true. And not only was I to be the instrument, but I'm meant to be vulnerable, show you all my warts and the fuckery of my life, so that you guys too possibly can see an inkling of yourself in my story that will give you hope. So here I am at the nudging of the council to share this story, and so I will. So I will say this.